What, Mattoon?
268 days till Christmas, which means 265 days left give or take, or watching the most awesome streamer.
Karl Jobst lost?
Greg's.
Dickhead. Karl lost? No way. I have been following that.
Everything you're doing is bad.
He fucking lost?
Strummer, you are an expert.
Is there a video?
On clownery. Did you hear that Karl Jobst lost his lawsuit with Billy Mitchell and that he misled folks on what the suit was about?
Oh!
Pure clownery, right?
No way! He was shenanigans on the internet? Impossible. I need law. I need law. I can't find anything on YouTube. On the tweet machine. Hold on.
Clown.
Hold on, I'm getting some law here. Karl Jobst 2 hours ago. Let me just turn this down a sec. Don't fucking TTS me for a minute. I've removed my latest... I'm gonna choke the shit out of you, Ziggs, and not in the fun way.
Message and money and you ignore it, clown.
I'm gonna fucking... I swear to God, Ziggs. I swear to God. I've removed my latest video. Obviously, people are upset, so it is better I address the concerns of the public first and make a video explaining everything before releasing future videos.
Greg's. Okay.
Shh. I fucking told you, man. I fucking told you. I told you. You absolutely... You're like kittens. Do you know what I mean? You're like fucking kittens. You're literally just a herd of kittens. Shut up. Fucking kittens. Just meowing. Okay, let me get back to this. I've removed my latest video. Obviously, people are upset, so it is better I address the concerns of the public first and make a video explaining everything before releasing future videos. I would just ask you wait for my video before making a full judgment. I am sorry for releasing the video today. It was due to a sponsor obligation, but that's far less important than addressing your concerns. Okay. There are lots of lies being spread that I falsely claimed Billy sued me because I said he cheated. I never claimed this. I only claimed it was relevant as part of my defense. I mean, I've seen all those videos. That is absolutely the sentiment that came from those videos. That is 100% the sentiment. Okay. I didn't openly discuss certain details for obvious reasons, but I was never trying to hide why I was being sued. In this video, I fully allow Billy to explain why he was suing me, and I specifically state that I chose not to go into too much detail because it was related to the ongoing lawsuit. Furthermore, I never asked for money when Billy originally sued me. It was only after he sent me a second lawsuit and a threat of a third lawsuit, which were completely unrelated, that I needed to be crowdfunded. My total legal costs are well over $600,000. So any money I received went to my lawyers. I did not intentionally try to deceive anyone or trick anyone just to defraud them or scam them out of money. But the criticism that I should have been more transparent is valid, and I'm sorry. Truthfully, I didn't want to repeat or mention any claims regarding Apollo Legend because it may have jeopardized my defense. Apollo Legend is the guy who committed suicide, I think. He was in a similar position, if I remember right. I never intentionally lied regarding Apollo Legend either. I relied on incorrect information from multiple sources. I retracted the statements once I confirmed it was inaccurate, but apparently it was not sufficient. At some point, of course, I will produce a video discussing everything, and I still believe the decision today was not the correct one. Okay, so before that he says, I lost. The judge found Billy to be a credible witness and believed his entire testimony. From that point on, unfortunately, there was really nothing that could have saved me. I will now obviously consider my options. I know many of you will be upset with this, and I am sorry for that. Thank you again for all the support I have received, and I will endeavor to work as hard as I can to repay all that you are owed. Damn. So what's the shenanigans? What was he actually being sued for then? Billy, oh, so you need a bit of law yourself. Sorry if you're not up to date on this, if you've not been following this, but Billy Mitchell is somebody who in like the 1970s became the world champion at multiple games like Donkey Kong and things like that, and became kind of like the first gaming big deal celebrity influencer type person, and he's been riding that high for a very, very long time and been in a lot of documentaries and things like that. But there is a lot of evidence, at least that I've seen, that he cheated to fuck those records. Like, there's a lot of dubious information going out there. And a YouTuber called Karl Jobst, who jumped into researching this and collecting the evidence and whatever, was making videos about it and got sued by Billy Mitchell for claiming that he was full of bullshit or whatever. I mean, it should be said that Billy Mitchell is notorious for being a bullshitter. Like, notorious, the king of dong. Yeah, so this was kind of interesting, because he's known for suing people who ever question it and doing all kinds of things to try and get his side out there. But this Karl Jobst guy got crowdfunded heavily to defend and to bring down Billy, right? It was bring down Billy. And all this kind of stuff. And it's, I guess from his videos, it's one of those where you get sucked into, like, their narrative. It seemed very open and shut, but he's lost the case. And maybe, let's see what it says here. Maybe the stuff he was presenting to his audience was not correct. Donkey Kong champion wins defamation case against Australian YouTuber Karl Jobst. He's ordered to pay $350,000 plus interest and costs as judge finds his video about American gamer Billy Mitchell was recklessly based on a false claim. A YouTuber in Queensland has been ordered to pay $350,000 plus interest, blah, 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 for the former world record holder for Donkey Kong, after the Brisbane District Court found the YouTuber had defamed him recklessly with false claims of a link between a lawsuit and another YouTuber's suicide. Billy Mitchell, an American gamer who had held world records in Donkey Kong and Pac-Man going back to 1982, as recognized by the Guinness World Records and the video game database Twin Galaxies, brought the case against Karl, seeking $400,000 and $50,000 in aggravated damages. Jobs, who makes videos about speedrunning, finishing games as fast as possible, as well as gaming records and cheating in video games, made a number of allegations against Mitchell in 2021. He accused Mitchell of cheating and pursuing notorious litigation against others who had also accused him of cheating, the court judgment stated. The court heard Mitchell was accused in 2017 of cheating his world records by using emulation software instead of original arcade hardware. It's such a stupid thing. You've always got to take a step back when all this giant numbers are flying around and all this shit. It's about like a Donkey Kong world record from the 80s, right? Like, it's so dumb. Oh, fuck me. I love it. Twin Galaxies investigated the allegation and subsequently removed Mitchell's scores and banned him from participating in competitions. The Guinness World Records disqualified Mitchell as a holder of all these records in both Donkey Kong and Pac-Man after the Twin Galaxies decision. The judgment stated that Jobs' 2021 video also linked to the December 2020 suicide of another YouTuber, Apollo Legend, to stress arising from his settlement with Mitchell, and wrongly asserted that Apollo Legend had to pay Mitchell a large... Oh, so that's what the lawsuit was. So the lawsuit wasn't about calling him a cheater. It was about suggesting that Apollo Legend committed suicide because of Billy Mitchell. Yeah, that wasn't what was said. Yeah, that is a really dangerous accusation, is to suggest you have caused somebody's death. Yeah, that's a totally different fucking angle. That is a very different perspective. The judgment noted multiple versions of the video were published, he did make a lot of them, with the allegations removed or addressed before Jobst issued a retraction video in 2021, 2 months after the original. The first video was viewed by more than 500,000 people, including 200,000 in Australia, the court heard. Who knew there was such a YouTube audience in Australia? I'm seen. Judge Ken Barlow. Ken Barlow? No way. Team UK represent Judge Ken Barlow. Check it out. Big Ken back in the house. Coronation Street be damned. Ken Barlow's rocking up. Judge Ken Barlow found Jobst had made 5 defamatory imputations about Mitchell, including that Mitchell had required Apollo Legend to pay him a large sum of money, and thus implying he, in essence, hounded Apollo Legend to death. Barlow found this was based on a fallacy, and that Jobst, in not making further inquiries before publishing the video, had been recklessly indifferent to if it was true. Jobst denied the imputations had been made in the video. He argued Mitchell had a pre-existing bad reputation because he had been previously exposed as a cheat. Barlow found Mitchell did have an existing reputation as a cheat and for suing people who alleged he was a cheat, and found that Mitchell had expressed joy when he believed incorrectly on an earlier occasion that Apollo Legend may have died. He did make that. I've seen that. But Barlow found Jobst had severely damaged Mitchell's reputation and caused distress. He described Jobst as having a self-aggrandizing and perhaps self-protective tendency not to admit error and not to back down once he has taken a stance. Barlow's framed Jobst' actions as a crusade against Mitchell, stating that he was trying to show his audience that he is the knight who slew the Mitchell dragon. The judgment summary noted that the court was not called on to decide and did not decide. So what actually has happened here is this lawsuit was against the implication that Mitchell was responsible for Apollo Legend's death. And the following constant barrage of videos were to paint Mitchell in a bad light. I totally see why he lost this case. I totally see it. There is a slew of evidence that he was putting him down, and that's what the inference is. I totally see it. He was awarded $300,000 in damages and $50,000 in aggravated damages due to his publishing the video twice, mocking Mitchell's complaint about it, failing to apologize, and withdrew the allegations as clear malice. Jobst was ordered to pay more than $40,000 in interest on the damages from the data publications, as well as Mitchell's costs. He had previously sued Twin Galaxies, which settled as part of settlement. Twin Galaxies published the tapes, blah, blah, blah. The company said it would reinstate all of Mitchell's records. Well, this is why a judge should always have an unbiased outside view of what's going on and hear both sides, right? And especially because, obviously, the videos that Karl put out, I was a follower of this, for sure, because I was amazed at the lengths people were going to hide cheating in Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. Like, it's one of those things that's like, this is just not that big of a deal. In the real world, this is not that big of a deal at all. And I find that stuff really interesting. We had it recently with me, right? I really didn't like the new WoW raid. And I'm pissed off about it, but in the grand scheme of things, no one fucking cares, right? No one fucking cares. It's a WoW raid. Like, no one fucking cares. I care about it, but like, in the reality of the situation, it's like, what are you fucking talking about? What do you mean? Like, no one fucking cares. Like, yeah, this is not a big deal to anybody whatsoever. What a bummer. Oh, wow. Mr. Karl. It'll be interesting if his video is cap in hand, because his recent one was against the completionist, right? Like, that guy, the fucking completionist YouTuber who was holding all that money for... Is it Alzheimer's? Hey, Ben! Can we all give big love to Ready, Set, Ben? Lives in Manchester. Wonderful Final Fantasy 14 content creator, and also a joy to be with, who I only get to meet at FF14 events. Despite the fact we live, like, I don't know, 3 miles from each other. We only see each other in different countries. We only ever see each other in different countries. I hope you do well, Ben. I'm not raiding today. I'm doing the MSQ today. Yeah, it's one of those. Hi, Ben. White text apology. Oh, we can't do the piano music. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. Yeah. We got MSQ today. I'm really excited for it. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Orm. Yeah, you're a clown. I know we all know. I mean, what the fuck, man? Also named Ben. There was 2 Bens at the AMD event. Ben was recently with me in Glasgow at the AMD event. Wasn't on my team, though. Was not on my building team. Was not there. Oof. You just can't trust content creators anymore, guys. On that note, buy my merch and sub with Prime. For my lawsuit against